I wanted to ask you, so Space Jam,
Yeah,
I've seen the movie.
yeah,
You are in a song in the movie. How
yeah.
did that come about? And I know, LeBron thinks very highly of you. Did this have anything to do with LeBron, or did this have more to do with the production company? Did this have to do with, Chance and John Legend? Who did this have to do with?
So, the way it happened was I was actually at home one day and my production company called me, Star Island, right here. It's on my chain. Shout out to Donnie and Chase. But Donnie had hit me. He was like, yo, Oak, my boy Oak from Pop and Oak, the producer collaboration group. He's like, Oak is working on this track for Space Jam. They're trying to put a hook together. He was wondering if you could come, do some things. They had Chance over there rapping already, but they wanted somebody to kind of mix the hook up. So I'm like, no problem, send me the address. So I slide over there like 20, 30 minutes later, I go over there. And I'm just listening to the song and Chance's verse wasn't complete yet. He was just going in. You could just tell like he had like 3 or 4 different verses. They was all dope. But it wasn't like done yet. And then I was just listening to his verses. And I'm like, I'm playing off that. But then when it got to the hook, I started thinking like what could I say to sum up LeBron with in his relationship with Rich Paul and Maverick Carter and their whole clutch crew, and I was just thinking of like kids coming up from nothing and getting to the top of the world. So John Legend, before he was even on the song, Oak was actually singing the hook, pull the ground from under me. If you want to see me fly. And I'm like, look in the sky, I'm where the clouds at. The air up here is so clear, we clearly on top. Pull the ground from under me. If you want to see me fly, we built this thing from where the ground's at. It's our time to take flight. We clear for takeoff. So it was really just like a thing, just thinking about the whole Clutch Sports team and just like how they come from Akron, Ohio, and Cleveland, and all these different this small town. You know what I mean? They affected all these different communities around the world, and that's what I was just thinking about. Put it on there, bro. And sometimes when you do these verses and do hooks, you just move on to the next one because you don't never want to get your hopes up. So then I start hearing things like, yo, I think, the song made it on the soundtrack. So I'm like, oh, dope. Then I'm hearing like, yeah, I think the song's in the movie. And I'm like, oh, dope, dope. Then I'm hearing like, yeah, it's for sure in the movie. The production company wants to have a call with you. So I'm like, dope. So I end up jumping on a call with a few people that was working on the soundtrack, and they were actually telling me that they needed another song for the scene for when the teams come out or whatever. So they actually sent me over the movie and I was able to kind of watch it. But when I was watching it, it didn't have like the effects in it. It still had like LeBron on green screen doing certain things. You
Yeah,
know
it
what I
doesn't look
mean?
the
So
same, does it?
yeah, like but it was still dope to see, you know what I mean? How
Right.
they put everything together.
Totally.
So I ended up, coming up with another song, and that one is in the movie as well. And it was just dope, bro. It was dope. It made the soundtrack, 2 songs in the movie. I
Crazy.
also helped with the Sweetie and Cash Doll song Hoops with Salt and Pepper. So it was a dope experience, man. I'm real blessed to have that opportunity.
Did LeBron say anything to you when he heard those lines about Clutch and, the squad and everything there?
No, we didn't talk about that, but I seen him at the premiere, and he was just like, man, keep killing it. Like, you going crazy right now, loving what you're doing. He said he's rocking with me, bumping my music, of course, so it was just great to have that conversation with, one of the greatest players of all time, if not the greatest player of all time, in my opinion. But
Yeah,
it was great to have that moment, man, and to be in the movie theater with him and watch the movie and my voice kicking the movie off and his
crazy.
highlight tape is me, my song, so it's dope.